Good evening, everyone. You're watching Women's Volleyball live on Flow College. We're coming to you today from Foley Gym in this LEC conference matchup where the visiting Keene State Owls will take on your Plymouth State Panthers. Coming to serve here, that's a great, powerful serve right there. And Keene State, they got it over, and they got the score there. Impressive work from Keene State. Then set up here, nice attack there. Keene State gonna send it over to Panthers, in trouble there as Keene State is gonna score. Isaiah McKay here at the service line. That's a great serve, also great dig from Keene State there. Gonna send it over. That was a good ball from Keene State, but they're gonna send a free ball over to Keene State. And that one gonna be slammed home. Tried to go for the block, the Panthers, but just couldn't get it.
Keene State, so it'll be important for them against this good Panther front line to have success at the net if they're gonna look to win today as they get another point here, getting the swing over the top of the Panther block.
Again, have a tied game. Nice serve there, being able to make it over the net. But Panthers gonna be in trouble. They had the right idea with the power game there, but just Keene State getting the block. And Panthers here, see with how they respond. Danielle Emerson gonna send over a free ball. Number 22 there, nice block from Panthers, and it's gonna end up out of bounds in the bleachers. A nice block on that effort. Gonna send it back to the Panthers with a block, but nice dig on that play. Sending it over once again to the Panthers. Just a little back and forth going here. Gonna send it over, that's a nice ball there from Keene State, and it's gonna be another kill.
So far in this first set, but a nice play there.
Absolutely, that was a great serve right there from Rodriguez. Nice, looking for the dig there, but it's just gonna end up out of bounds. And that's gonna be another Keene State point. Wicked impressive work from both teams there, just going at it. The Panthers getting the point, as that's gonna be a nice spike home from Rudberg there.
Three.
Absolutely, it's been wicked close here. McKay just barely gonna get it over. Keene State in control here on the attack, and no one's gonna be home. It's gonna be another Keene State point.
Yeah, bit of trouble again on the serve receive for the Owls.
Kelb, another little bit of a high long serve, but Keene State gonna play it nonetheless. And Keene State, just a little tap there, but just this here. And they're gonna have to send over a free ball. Keene State looking to attack here, a little bit hard, nice dig, but just wasn't enough.
Eventually the free ball pushed out by the Panthers, and now an ace. And just like that, a bunch of set points here for the Owls.
Yeah, 24-24, so we'll see what happens here, but Keene State really desperate for that point right now to try to beat this series. Almost had it, Panthers in control, but it's gonna be Keene State officially taking the first set. Second timeout not needed.
There, so a couple errors from Plymouth State to start this set.
Yeah, and that one from Castro Rodriguez, as you said, was a great idea, but those, the different look here, but for the Panthers so far, it is working pretty well. The Panthers going for a block there, but Keene State on the attack, but nice block from the Panthers. Looking for that setup. Rudberg with a bit of a fake, and it's gonna go to Miller for the kill.
Tapping over the Panther defense.
Yeah, now Rudberg on the service line, and it was hard to tell there. I couldn't tell if it was about to go out of bounds. State here looking to play it to Miller, and she's gonna get the kill there. Very back and forth thus far. I'm pretty sure 2 is the highest lead thus far. It's Keene State, nice block from the Panthers. I believe that was. Here we go with Miller at the service line. It is gonna be a service ace. She has had 1 error so far, so we'll see how she regroups from that 1 service error here. As Keene State gonna play the serve. Keene State on the attack, just destroying that one, sending that one right past Castro Rodriguez. From Castro Rodriguez, it's gonna be a free ball for Keene State. Rudberg gonna slam that one home though as the Panthers try to get the block. Danielle Emerson gonna have to send over a free ball. Fraser gonna send over a tough one, and McKay there did all she could. Kelp here, that's a good serve, but Keene State is gonna be able to respond. Nice little tap there, and no one is home. That's Miller. Keene State tightening that grip again. That one gonna get over just barely. Kelb looked a little shook, tried to hit it over. But Rodriguez, that was just a great serve to get that point. And that one gonna be sent home. A little bit of back and forth, back to the Panthers. Kelb composing it, and that's gonna be Cahill, and it is gonna go off an Owl, and that is gonna be the Panthers taking the second set.
And then immediately kind of give it away.
Rudberg, that was a hard serve. Instantly though, Panthers gonna send it out of bounds.
Kelb just using the power to just kind of muscle the ball through the block.
That was a monster rocket there from Fraser. Have some great power assets, you see the strength and power from but we also see it from, Colleen Fraser too, as that's going to be another Keene State point.
Really impressed me. Keene has really impressed me in this match so far.
That's a nice dig there from Dewey Mosler, but just wasn't enough. Cal's going to be a little bit of a hard serve, but it is going to remain in play for the Keene State Owls to play. That one looking for some power, and she is going to get it. Going to be sent back over to the Panthers. Good work from Kelb there. Good control. And that one going to be sent back over to the Keene State side of things. And that one, nice block from the Panthers, but Keene State going to remain in control and keep it in play here. As that's Rodriguez there. Emerson setting it up. Keene State still playing it here. Keene State still keeping it alive. Nice work again from Kelb. That's a free ball. But then that time, it's going to be GG State sending it home for Keene State.
I believe that was Katie Taylor there.
McKay here going to send that one. Keene State, though, still going to keep it in play. And that one was Bartels, as Keene State now has it back. Once again, that one was mean, but Kelb just once again could work on the defense, keeping it in play. And that one, Keene State coming up big with that block there. Dewey Mosler here with the serve. Keene State, Rudberg looking for the fake. That was Fraser sending it in. Just Dewey Mosler couldn't quite get there from Dewey Mosler, the defensive anchor. And that one was mean, but once again, another good dig there from State. And that one, good block from the Panthers. Keene State doing what they can to stay alive. Miller sends it over. Daniel Emerson looking to set it up here. That one gonna go right through. Looking for Oriello Diaz, but just the block game of Keene State. This third set here from the Panthers. That's going to be McKay here on the serve. Rudberg going for that quick attack, but just didn't get the best touch on it. But it's still going to be in play, and this time it will be finished off. Keene State here looking to attack, but the block game of the Panthers. Castro Rodriguez doing all she can to make that effort, but it's just not going to be enough. So tough to call who is going to win this one. And Castro Rodriguez tried to go for the dig there, but it just wasn't enough time in this really crucial moment of the game. That's a great serve. She's going to come in and she's going to shine right away. And in the game, Owls only need 2 to win. Panthers need 3. So we'll see what happens here. Kelb going to send over a free ball to Keene State. And that one, Harkin's going to set it up. Nice slam down, but good effort from Castro Rodriguez. It just wasn't enough. And now the Panthers up, the Owls up 24-22. 0-2 on the conference and having that 6-10 record. That says, they can be a dangerous team. As Keene State is going to put away the set here. Great block there. Keene State going up now 2-1 against the Panthers with a higher chance of coming up with a victory here as we're now getting underway here. Keene State going to send that one home, and they're going to set the tone here for the first point.
First point on the board.
Absolutely, it certainly sets the tone, and that one's going to be a little bit misplayed from Imbriano, and it's going to be a service ace this time. And so we'll see what they can do to try and continue this response to Keene State. And that one going to be sent home. Once again from Stake, as you said, a name we haven't mentioned a whole lot. Now we've got Stake at the service line here. Emerson going to set it up for McKay, but that one going to be blocked by Fraser. You see her, she kind of fell over. And Emerson here going to set it up for Kelb, going to just tap that one over softly. Ryan here going to be setting it up for Fraser. Nice dig there from Castro Rodriguez. As that one going to be sent over lightly from the Panthers. Ryan going to set it up here, and that one going to be sent over. Panthers got a little bit of a miss there. Yeah, now Sia McKay here, that's a great serve from her, but Keene State is going to respond. That one sent home from Fraser. Dewey Mosler, the defensive anchor, doing the best she could. Kelb going to assist that one. Nice little punch over there, but Keene State's still in play here. Fraser going to try to send that one, and this time she is going to get it. Castro Rodriguez now at the service line. As that one, Harkins going to dish it there. Block from the Panthers, but it's just not going to be enough on the block.
I can step up at any time. Cahill, really good start to this set.
Yeah, Harkins here setting it up, and Keene State gonna send that one down. Mean, there's nothing. Keene State has the response, and they were ready for it. Nice little touch from Keene State. That was GG State again. McKay here, that's a great serve, but Ryan was ready for it. And that's gonna be Fraser getting the kill for being up 20-16. So here we go, Keene State gonna send that one over. Panthers got it. Kelb setting it up for Riley, but can't get through the block, and it's gonna be a Keene State point. Looking to set it up for Cahill, she's gonna lob it over. Harkins setting it up, looking to block. Great block there from Riley as Keene State tried to respond, try to get that attack there. Service line here as she gets it over. That was a good serve. Harkins looking to set it up. That's Miller just slamming it right through Imbriano.
Big moments.
Yeah, Ryan this time is going to make it over. Kelb looking to set it up to McKay. He's going to give it a light tap, but Harkins was there to play it. And that time, I believe it was Stake there. She does not make the error here. She's going to send it over, no problem here. Keene State looking in a little bit of trouble, but they get it over. Good communication there. Rodriguez going to hit it, and McKay going to send it to them. Keene State still has enough. Harkins going to send it in. Block, couldn't get it. And it's going to be the Owls leaving their mark here at Foley Gym, picking up the victory 3-1. You know, you saw on that, Panthers went for the block and they got the touch on it, but they just couldn't get it back over the net. And that one just, you know, Owls picked up that fourth set to win this one here 3-1.